Hey everybody. Hi. I've turned this well, happy new moon. I turned the camera around because it might even be a little bit better, but look, I try as I may, try as I might, and sometimes my head gets cut off, sometimes it doesn't. So we'll try the best. I fixed the light at the top, I think, and we'll see but there's still some rays coming down. Okay, so we have a scrying session for the new moon. I don't know. Maybe that is just like that. Something's wrong with the light up there. I can't figure it out. Anyway, I'm blessed, all these lights coming down. Let me say hello to everybody first. Yes, Monica, you are here. Katie, hello. Noemi from England, hello. Amanda, hi there. Irina, I bow down to you, one of my oldest subscribers. Lisa, hello. Miss Bevis. Thank you so much. Yasmin, Farah. Let me get on with the show. So what are we going to do tonight? I have these crystals then, and this is a scrying session, but I'm going to do it for each sign. And how am I going to do that? I have also my tarot cards, and I'm going to take the tarot cards. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. And I'm going to take a tarot card for each sign. And as I talk and people come into the room, and I'll say hello to everybody, first I'll mix the tarot cards. I'll take a tarot card, show you the card. The light is on now here, but when I have to scry, I'm going to shut the big light, overhead. So don't get worried about that. I'll have the light from my phone. This way I can see my crystals, and I have a light on the other side. So it would be okay. Welcome. Come in. Come one. Come all. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to this scrying session for the new moon in Scorpio. Now, the new moon here is my calculations tell me that it will be in about 15 hours. So it would be the new moon of the following day from Central European time. Of course, in other areas of the world, it will be in a different time, but we're in that area. We're in that moment here, 24 hours. That's within the 24 hours is when it will happen. And the things that I talk about and the energies that I bring up will be spanning the time between the 9th, which is the 7th, which is tomorrow, which is a Wednesday, to the Saturday, into the weekend. So it would be Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday, Sunday. This is when we'll be seeing the energies that I'll be looking at. One other thing I need to say is that it's a little difficult to scry for each sign in this way. I'm going to try, because at times the messages don't come all of a sudden, and it takes time. I need to concentrate a little bit more. But we shall see. Also, hats off to all of you. Hats off to those of you who have, with the super chat, who have donated. I really appreciate that. And all of those people watching my videos of Aries, Taurus, Cancer. You three have really topped the charts, went off the charts, sharing my video. It was great. All right, so I'm going to take one. I'm going to spread the cards like this in front of me, because I don't think you might see that. When I have to say a sign, I will pick a card, show you the card, and then we'll go through the crystals. All right? I'm going to shut the light now. I'm going to shut the light. Before I do that, let me say hello to everybody. Hello, everybody. Benjamin, hello there. Luciano De Cristofano. Wow. That is 10 p.m. at night there in London. Shana, hi there. Allison, hi there. Monica again. Kavita Gray, Florida. Woo! And I hate to, and I do know that this timing is coinciding with the initial polls that have closed on the East Coast, most of them. And so it's overlapping, but we'll probably be done before anything interesting or serious comes in, you know, by way of responses, and it will take 24 hours to really get a picture. So one last shuffle for the United States. Okay, now I'm going to shut it off. I'm going to shut it off. Okay, so this is good lighting. All right, this is good lighting. I'm going to take a card for Aries. Aries, we are starting. Aries, this is the Nine of Swords. This is the Nine of Swords. This deck is the Tarot of the Sacred Feminine. The Nine of Swords. Let's take a look and see what happens here. I'm going to start with this crystal quartz for Aries. Well, the biggest, I'm going to lower this, the biggest change, because there has been a shift in the last 3 days, is a rude awakening, Aries. Quite a rude awakening as to what has gone down in your mind, in your life. Things have occurred to you, things that have, all of a sudden, okay, I'm talking about 3-4 days ago, things have occurred all of a sudden that made you turn your head. It was literally a head turner. And your mind went on to daydreaming. Okay, we could say safely that there was a lot of daydreaming for you, Aries. And we have to ask ourselves, well, why did this occur? What happened? Why did this person come back into my life? Why is this person, why did I cross paths with this person again, or a new person? What is it that they had to teach me? Or what is it that they are there for? And the issue here has to do not necessarily with that person. It has nothing to do actually with that person, Aries. And it has all to do with you and your relationship with others, and how they just were a rude awakening. They just made you think. They just made you open your eyes. And this in terms of other people in your lives, Aries. And so what we can say in terms of the time now, the new moon and the following couple of days into Sunday, is that if you want to consider this, Aries, a new phase, you can. But what I'm looking at more is you getting back to yourself, your good old self, Aries. This is what I see. And what that means is that not only are we getting back into our blue jeans that we haven't fit into for a long time, and not only are we strutting our stuff, Aries, ladies and gentlemen, but what is happening is the people around you are going to start noticing, hey, she's back. Okay, she is definitely back. I'm going to now go on to Taurus. Taurus, let's see. Taurus, and this is the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands, Taurus. Let's take a look. This is an agate. There's busy, busy, busy. You have been, and I'm talking about, again, I'm talking from the days that you have come into the new moon. The last weekend, busy, busy, busy. Many of you may have been traveling. Many of you may have been visiting people. And even if it could have been a pleasure trip. What I'm seeing was that it was just so rushed, and you could have done without it, but you did tell your partner, the people you were traveling with, that you were going to go. You would have loved to just stay home in front of the fireplace or at the beach, but downtime. You needed downtime, and you still need downtime. And this is going to follow you, not only in this phase, Taurus. You're going to be tired. And you will be feeling as if you've had this heavy load on you, and you really start to feel, I need a break, I need a break, I need a break, I need a vacation from my vacation. Taurus. And but the Ten of Wands does talk about an end of a heavy cycle. But what I'm seeing here is that the remnants, the remnants really of the weekend will be following you up for a while. However, you do have near you your significant other and other people that you really, what you call your family and friends, who are able to help you in some way. But the bottom line, Taurus, is that you want downtime on by yourself. Now I'm going into Gemini. Gemini, let's take a card here, Gemini. Gemini, we've got the moon card. The moon card, Gemini. Let's see. Malachite here with, okay. Gemini, you are very lucky these days. Very, very lucky. It may not seem like that to you, Gemini, but you have to remember that there are things to be thankful for that probably you haven't stopped and thought about. But what I'm seeing here is that you can really just say, you know, I am one lucky son of a gun. Why? Because I haven't fallen over the cliff. I haven't got ill. I haven't fallen into a ditch. I haven't done any of those things off the tower or anything. No one pushed me under a bus. And that is, in itself is a point of success, Gemini. There is here something that, however, you may want to look a little closer at. And what does that have to do with? That has to do with your relations with those, the closest people to you. They could be your family, they could be your friends, those that you keep close to you. Those you need to be careful of, not those people, but the relationship that you entertain with those people, because it's very delicate. And in this new moon, it will be surprising the elements that they bring up and talk about to you, things that you will not expect, things that you had forgotten about, things that you didn't even want to think about anymore, Gemini, but they will be brought up and you will be surprised about that. Gemini, I'm going down now to Cancer. Cancer, let's take a card here, Cancer. This is the Three of Pentacles, what we call the Three of Coins. Three of Coins, Three of Pentacles. Let me see here, Cancer. This is citrine here. Cancer, it almost looks, I would like to say, almost looks as if you're starting to put away into the closets, into the back where nobody can see them, to see it, any kind of fear that you have. You're putting your fear into little boxes and putting them away, as if you know where it is, and you really know exactly where the fear is and where you're putting it. And so every now and then your mind goes there and you do think about it, but you're starting to put it away. And it seems like this Cancer is sort of an accomplishment, and it's an accomplishment. And the new moon is helping you accomplish this. Not only, it's also what's also happening to you, Cancer, is that you're starting a new phase in taking better care of yourself, finally going to that dentist that you needed to go, getting that checkup you wanted to go to do, signing up for a gym, starting to do your different kinds of workouts. You're taking decisions that will improve your health, that improve your overall well-being, but most of all, that will improve your mental state, because You have been overcome, in not all Cancerians, of course not, but there has been latent fear. And in Italian, we say chi più, chi meno, more or less. Fear has been around you because of different reasons. And what basically I see those who have been suffering the most is the people who feel they have lost, they have undergone a loss, and the fear of being alone, okay? When they perhaps even were for a long time already, but it's the fear that's been coming in and weaving in and out of your life. So I see you boxing it up and putting it in remote places in drawers, but that you know where that is. So it can be revisited. I'm going now to Leo. Let me take a look at the cards first. Okay, we've got the Page of Cups, Leo. The Page of Cups. This is a garnet. Garnet. I feel that with all your heart and soul, Leo, there is pumping, this passionate pumping with all your heart and soul. That, together with a little trick of the universe, a little bit of, in Italian we say, the little foot of the devil that is trying to hinder you. There's on the one hand, you have this pumping of the heart and passionate energy that's coming out, but at the same time, the universe is trying to remind you, Leo, that we are human beings, and you can, with all the possible superpowers that you may think you have, climbing buildings with one leap and bound like Superman. What happens? You start getting the sniffles, you start getting a little bit of a cough, you have to stay in, your ears hurt, things like that. And it seems that is proportional, it's proportionate to the greater sense of superhero-ness that you have. You are being tried, you're being tempered to calm. It's sort of the universe coming in and giving you a balancing act, trying to tip the scales, to remind you that equilibrium means just that, Leo. We need to try to balance our energy, because there could be a burnout, Leo. Now let's take a card for Virgo. Virgo, this is the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands, Virgo. This is fluorite. Hold on. Fluorite. Yes, I see you. I see you heading a small team. A small team that you've been thinking about for months and months and months. You would like to gather together a group of people that could work together. And you've been trying to find the right people for several months. It's been very difficult. This might be the period of time where you are able to finally put them together and at least tell them the same stories, at least tell them the same message. And even your message, what you tell this group and the members of this group that would be working with you, you get together the message, and it's been refined over the last period, over the last few months, because you've understood that certain things don't work with people, others do. So you have changed your message, and you yourself have become refined in what you really want from these people to work with them. I'm seeing that on the one hand, you would like to be a sort of higher up, as if you were hierarchy, you were at the top. But on the other hand, I'm seeing that of this group, there are natural leaders, and there are a few people who are showing you that they may be better at it than you, and you take that point, your point taken, but you also feel true to the notion that it was your idea. Now this could play out not only on the workplace, not only on a private business, but it also can play out in terms of families and gathering the family together and talking about an issue that needs to be taken care of. For example, how to deal with or how to care for an elderly member of the family. And it was your idea to have a certain person come in and help, but then someone else has an idea. So the dynamics here are different for everyone. But it seems that you have finally brought together a group that you're pleased with and that you can work with. Okay, now I'm going to take a card for Libra. My nose is itchy. I wonder what that means. I hope I'm not going to get into a fight. All right, this is the King of Swords. Look at that. The King of Swords. King of Swords. The King of Swords, Libra, and that is you. That is you, male or female. That is you. This is jasper, and this is just one beautiful stone here, Libra. There's a lot of power here, Libra. There's a lot of power. There's a lot of balance. There's a lot of knowing exactly what you want, knowing exactly where to get it, knowing how to get it, knowing who to ask, who not to ask. You have become a master, it seems, of improving your status, but improving your status not only on the job here. I'm seeing this more in terms of relationships, improving your status, how others see, how you fare in the eyes of other people, what they see you as. And it's interesting because you also see the reflection. And how can I say, it's as if you play off of what signals, what signs you get from other people, what they think of you. And as time goes by, and as the minutes, seconds go by, you're able to, again, change the way you do things. You're very in tune to others' feedback. And you're also very, very quick in adapting to their feedback and honing your skills, changing your tactics, changing your strategy. Very, very interesting this is. It's a successful period, Libra. Truly, yeah, good for you. Good for you. Let me take now a card for Scorpio. This is your moon, Scorpio. Okay. We've got the High Priestess. We've got the High Priestess. Let's see what she is hiding, Scorpio, for you. And what kind of, this is a labradorite, what kind of message there is here for this moon. Scorpio, I see a surprise. I see a surprise teaching. Okay, I don't see it in terms of a gift given to you, but I see a reawakening, a revelation. Okay, this is what I'm seeing, a revelation. Things that have hurt you, perhaps you thought initially could have hurt you. It is a blessing. You're seeing it as a blessing. You these days around this moon, this new moon, look at this stone, this labradorite, it's gorgeous. The days around this this new moon, Scorpio, are here to, I will just come out and say it. It seems that your consciousness is being called into question. That's a big statement. We could talk forever about consciousness, but your mentality, your point of view, your perspective is rapidly changing due to a number of teachings that you have received through people. I'm seeing the more people more or less your age. I don't see them from people who are of another generation, like grandparents or children. No, I see them as being very close, give or take 10 years, but from people who you can call your peers in terms of age, and has nothing to do with work at all. It can have something to do with the working environment if you have a more intimate, not intimate in terms of sex, but intimate in terms of friendship with these people. There's a teaching that is coming your way. Not only one, many lessons are being learned, Scorpio, this period for you, by you. Now I'm going to Sagittarius. Let's see what the Sagittarius card is here. The Two of Wands. The Two of Wands, Sagittarius. So, Sagittarius, look, you've got, I'm going back to the garnet. Sagittarius, you've got a number of difficulties that you have to contend with. Business as usual, fine. Sagittarius, business as usual, yes. I'm day in, day out. I'm going 8 o'clock on the job, whatever, out the door. But there's an underlying current in your daily business, your daily work routine, your daily routine that seems to be worrying you more seriously. This could take any form. For example, a child who may be ill, who has repeatedly become ill, and you're worried. You glossed over the past couple of months, but now you're starting to worry more that it could be something more serious, or it could take the form of your automobile, that the car that you're driving that has been giving you signs. It's but then it kept going, so you didn't think about it, you didn't listen to it. And now around this period of time, you're a bit worried that it will leave you on the highway, or leave you without any form of transportation for you to get where you have to go. There's something that has been telling you, giving you messages over the last 3 or 4 months. Could be something like the car, could be like an illness of a child, could be something about, it could be even you starting to feel, that little sensitivity in this tooth, or with the cold, I'm starting to feel a little sensitivity in that tooth, or things like that. Or, I felt my toe, something very small that has been talking to you, and all of a sudden you're starting to think, well, now I have to give it my undivided attention. So you're being called away from your daily routine, Sagittarius, to address something that has been knocking at your door, at your metaphorical door, but that you haven't really thought too closely about. So let's give it our attention. Now I'm going to Capricorn. Capricorn, here's a card for you. The Three of Wands. A number of wands have come out. Capricorn, Three of Wands. Look, I have to say that when I touched this stone, as soon as I picked it up, Capricorn, I started seeing an extremely illuminated person, as if, look, Capricorn, you're saying to yourself, I know exactly what is going to come down now. I know exactly. And it's not even as if you're telling yourself, but that voice deep down inside, that inner voice is saying, come on, listen, that I'm right. And here you're around this period of time, this new moon in Scorpio, Capricorn, you are thinking to yourself, God, by golly, I know, I always knew. And this could take any different form, for different Capricorn of you out there. It could be some things that you knew already, but you never wanted to admit. It could be something that who others have told you, but you also knew and you didn't want to admit, or that you were trying to hide from yourself. But what I'm seeing is just similar to the Sagittarius and a few other signs, things will be emerging that you have to give attention to. And in your case, Capricorn, it's your inner voice that you can no longer stifle, and you have to agree. You have to say, it's true. I agree with you. Capricorn, let's see. Aquarius, let's see. A card for you. This is the Ace of Swords. Isn't that telling for an Aquarius, the air sign that you are? I'm going to take the quartz, the crystal quartz again. I want to say here too, Aquarius, there is illumination, but I won't say it because there's the beginning of a far away idea that yes, it's not happening now, but in a few weeks' time, I feel like I'm going to truly know what is happening. So there'll be the quarter moon. I'm getting the sensation, Aquarius, you're saying to yourselves, I have the sensation that it won't be long, but I'm coming into my own. I'm coming into my own. And I'm doing this with my own 2 feet. I'm walking on my own 2 feet right into that light. I'm finally understanding, and it should happen. I mean, what has it taken so long? Why has it taken so long? You're asking yourself. But there are some things still you ask yourself, well, maybe it's not right that I do this, Aquarius, you're saying. Or maybe I should wait that, so you're saying. So there's this a little bit of doubt, and the doubt is keeping you from completely walking into that light, completely getting that feeling of being completely illuminated. And it is a beautiful, when it hits you, I'm saying, I'm looking at 10 days, 14 days, you will start feeling, yes, I now understand. Now we'll go to last but not least is Pisces. The card for you is the page, sorry, there are 2 cards that have come out actually. One's stuck to the other. This is the Knight of Swords, and the 10 of Swords. Gee, 10 of Swords. Now, I'm going to take the Jasper stone, Pisces. There's a sea of warmth out there, Pisces, for us. When you thought that you were pushing everyone away, or that you needed to push everyone away, this is precisely the moment where you start seeing people gravitate toward you. In an odd way, you're thinking to yourself, what have I done? Here I am treating people like, in Italian, there's an expression, throwing fish in their face, fishing faccia, like smacking them around with fish. But it seems that was the proper action to take. And now those same people start gravitating toward you. So it seems that you spoke your mind and it was taken. She is right, or he is right. This is what people are thinking around you. But you are incredulous. You're incredulous. You think, well, how could that be? Here I am almost trying to push people away, but here they are coming to me. There must be something right that I'm doing, because I need to listen to my gut more. Okay, this is what you're thinking, and this is what you will be wanting to do. Being more of the me, being the really true Pisces that I am, and working on those intuitions and thinking, if I feel this way, I've got to tell that person. If I really feel this way, I have to say what I think, because this is the moment that I can do that. There's not going to be any other moment like now, Pisces, you're thinking, and this is the proper moment. Good. That's great. Let me turn on the light, ladies and gentlemen. I'll come to say hello. All right, now we are back. We are back. Now, let me take a look. Let me call you sweetheart. I'm in love with you. Just learning. Hello there. I would need people what I'm going to ask you for help is that I need people to timestamp this video after I put it up in about 5 minutes. And I would really appreciate that. That would really be helpful. Sister Goddess, thank you. That's a lovely thing to say. And let's see, Manifesting Magic. Yes, Tara Scott and Sharon, Pisces. Hello, Pisces out there. Crystal quartz, exactly. Crystal quartz. I love the garnet. It's one of my favorite, I think. Yeah, labradorite is. It is. The funny thing is this jasper is just so heavy. It is really, really heavy, and the labradorite is really heavy. In comparison, the crystal quartz is the lightest stone of all. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for giving me the opportunity to come right to you and give you these messages. And until we scry again, until we read together again, there will be other occasions, and I'm going to come with videos. I'll give you the heads up on the live session a couple of hours before when I will be coming in, and that will be very soon. That will be very soon. Bye-bye, everybody. Thanks for sharing, subscribing, and liking my videos. I really appreciate that. Bye, 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 bye. Ciao, 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 ciao.